Hi, it's Lori from Coast to Coast Craft Girls coming to you from the West Coast. Today I wanted to share a really pretty kind of springy card that I made with some flowers, kind of made a little parasol umbrella type look filled with flowers. I haven't put a sentiment on it yet, but there's room here or down here. Anyway, it's pretty easy to make, and let me show you how it's done. So we get started with our 5x7 card base, and then I just took some lavender Centura Pearl and I embossed it with the Crafter's Companion Geometric Swirls 3D embossing folder. I thought that was a good one for the parasol. And I'm just going to matte and layer this up, and then we'll make our parasol and stuff it with flowers. Okay, now there's my card base. Set that off to the side. Now we're going to make our parasol. So this is it's a Chloe die, a lace scalloped circle, and it's just a circle. And then all I did was I found the center and I just snipped into it on one side, okay? And I'm going to pull that around just about that far. So, about like so. It doesn't have to be exact, just kind of. And we're just going to pull it around. And if I had gotten that right in the middle, the scallops would have lined up. But they don't, so I must not have, but that's okay. It's fine. And then to do this, I'm going to use so I'm going to it's going to come down like that. And I'm going to put some foam tape in 2 spots. So we're going to kind of put something there, and then it's going to go up. And we're going to put another set of tape about there. Okay? Just like that. So what I did is my foam tape's a little bit on the wide side, but I wanted it the thicker. So I just cut a piece and then snipped it in half so it's narrower, and stacked them on top of each other. And then that's going to be my first. And you want this just kind of, if that's where your bend is, so kind of in thirds. So just about like yay, right about there. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Now there are parasol dies that you can use. I have one, but it's not 3D like this. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to try and do this with a circle die. So put the other one there. And it's very sticky. So then just kind of bending it and then push it down so that you get that sort of a look. So see how it kind of goes up, up, down, up, down. That's what you want, okay? And this is fairly lightweight cardstock. I'm going to guess it's about 60 pound, 60 to 80 pound cardstock. It's not very heavyweight. I tried it with, actually it's probably 60 pound, because I tried it with a piece of 80 pound cardstock, and it was very hard to get it to do that without creasing. So lighter weight, like almost paper, is better. So let's bring our card in, and we're going to put that on just like that. So let's go ahead and put some glue on there. Position it where you want. And then get your fingers inside of it to rub that glue down. Because of the curve and the tape, it's going to naturally want to kind of bow. So you want to get your fingers in there and curve it down. Okay. And then you need a handle. So all I did is I took a strip of Centura Pearl Black, just a little tiny strip, and I'm going to put that inside, just kind of like that. And then I made like a little handle, and this is just, again, I just cut that and kind of tried to round the corners a little bit. And I'm sure there are dies. I'm sure I even have a die that would do this, but I knew I could do it just on my own. So let's get that down. And let's get the handle on. And then we're going to stuff it with flowers. Shoot. It stuck to me instead of the card. Okay. Now for flowers, I made a bunch of different ones. These are just some flower dies with white cardstock that I inked with purple. These are Sharon Callis rolled flowers, so they're quilled, and I'm going to show you how I quill it and make it, just because I need one more. So they start out looking like this. You fold them in half, and then what I did is just give it a really good crease. And you could put some tape down the middle, or red liner tape. I didn't bother. And then I just put some tacky glue right down that strip. And I have a quilling tool, but honestly I found the tweezers to be just as easy, if not easier. And you're just gonna start at that end and wrap. And it doesn't have to be super tight. And you just keep going. I don't have any glue on the end for some reason. Once you get it wrapped, just kind of hang on to it before you try to pull the tweezers out. Let that glue set a little bit, and then just kind of work those tweezers out. And I'm still hanging on to the base, not letting go. And then I'm going to hold it from the base, and I'm just going to take my little pokey tool, and I'm going to go around and just give each of these little petals a little bit of an outward curve. Okay. And it's very small, so if you're not good, if you have bad dexterity, probably not a great die for you. Go with some bigger flowers, or buy some ribbon flowers or something. And you're just going to work your way around and into the middle of all of these little petals. I tried shaping it before I quilled it, before I rolled it, and it was harder to roll once the petals are shaped, because it doesn't want to roll smoothly. So this is slightly more difficult to roll the petals, but I think in the end I found it easier to do it this way. And you're just going to work your way around all of the petals. The ones in the very middle, you don't have to roll quite as much because you want them to kind of hide that center. And then just sort of separate them so that they're not all stacked on top of each other. You can ink the edges if you like, but I felt like they were so small that it wasn't really necessary. And that's it. And then we're just gonna lay our flowers and our foliage in there. Let's start with my bigger flowers. I'm just using my 3D glue gel. And we're going to put my little quilled flowers in. Hot glue might be a good option here. I tend to like my 3D glue gel because it gives me a little bit of time to move things around if I decide I don't want them there. But hot glue is a little bit easier because once it's down and it's not going to move around. I've got a couple of these flowers just on the ends to get a little more color. And then I've got some foliage that I'm going to poke in. There. And then you can add your sentiment. I'm not going to do that yet, but that's it. Pretty simple, but a beautiful little spring card. Hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching.